Can someone please explain this to me, please? Like, what parallel universe have we stumbled into where this is just kind of normal and things are kind of making sense over here, and things aren't really making sense over here. An 18-year-old's birthday party? This guy was like churning tricks for $50. Like, what is going on here? Like, and then how many billions have we sent to what? Hold on. And this, guys, if you see the full version, you're like, and then this, and then this, and then, like, literally, I feel like this is some kind of idiocracy documentary, extra parallel universe. President Zelenskyy, ladies and gentlemen, and the multiverse of infinite idiocracy. What happened?
Okay, so let me give you some insight on this, since some people seem to be still confused about what's happening on the planet. Okay, we only have two races of people on the planet when it comes to the human race. We only have two races of people. One race of people is organic. Their genetic makeup matches the sun and the cosmos. The sun and the cosmos. The other group of people, no matter, they just switch different monkeys to give the phenotype a different look, far as Asian community, far different from the Arab and the white community, so-called Arab and white community. Unisnub-nosed monkey versus a chimpanzee. They are the complex cell organisms. These group of species was genetically modified and created by something else that is here, that runs all governments, because it created all governments, because it created all the species, the organisms, the suits that's easy to inhabit and to run those governments for him as they sit in the shadows. So when people be talking about shadow work, I'll just be questioning your integrity with that. You see what I'm saying to you? You know, your wisdom, your knowledge of self, I have to question that when you speak about the shadow work. But do your thing, and I understand you're doing it with good intentions. However, there is a group of species that sits in the shadows that have created another a organism that is in front of you to carry out its brutal genocidal acts on you, to keep you distracted, while the species that's really running this is trying to find its way to surf and navigate throughout the cosmos, and they trying to find the key to that through the genetic makeup of the so-called black woman and her sons and her creation. We all hold the key to the cosmos. We do. We can surf and navigate the cosmos. They can't. This is a prison to them. It's not a prison to us. That's why they had to get you to create a prison for yourself on your planet. And those that don't understand this, if you do the genetic research and search up the characteristics of these species that they share DNA with, this type of behavior right here is normal. This is normal. This is what you would see with monkeys and shit doing out in the wild. This is what you would see. And then you would see a group of them sexually assault another one or abuse, and all the way down to killing, cannibalistic. This is their behaviors. And we keep asking, why are they like this? Whether they're violent or sexually violent or sexual deviants. It doesn't make a bit of a difference. And try to reverse it on you after all the abuse that has taken place with you, to tell you that you are. And technically, this is what's happening. Remember one thing. They never put a microscope, a telescope, any type of scope, true scope, on the impact of raping. But I am. I'm going to do a live on this. The impact that raping had and why it was so important to do it. It was more important to rape you than to fucking kill you. It was more important to rape you than to whip you and do anything else to you. Raping was the number one thing. Why was that so important? If we were such a diseased species. So those people that are confused about what's happening, you just don't have the basic understandings of genetics, or you haven't accepted, you don't know the basics of science, biology, genetics, chemistry, physics, neurology. You don't have the basic understanding and overstanding of that. So that's why you're still confused. And those that do have the basic understanding and overstanding of that, because it fucks with your belief system, you keep your mouth shut. While this type of foolery is going on and played out in front of our children as they're still being abused, and we're sitting there thinking that something of intelligence was coming to save us. Coming to save us. When they have displayed over and over, historically, their sexual abuse, their manipulation, their physical abuse, and they have no problem, they're cannibal,